From the Great White North, chasing a dream, I'm Josh, and I'll be taking you on a road trip to pick up a very special package. However, I did lose my entire 16-hour time lapse of my drive to Oregon. It was pretty disappointing, but I was able to get some footage of the drive back, as you'll see. This particular dream of mine all started around 2004, when I first laid eyes on the concept Ford GT. Since that moment, it was my dream and my goal to have one. But I was in high school, so naturally, as you can imagine, I was about $150,000 short. So there had to be another way. In time, the GT grew ever more out of reach. But then Ford versus Ferrari came out, and the idea of getting a kit became a possibility. I recently found someone selling a body of the GT40, you know, that 1960s race car? So we made a deal. I packed up the trailer, swindled some help, and set off to Oregon. Now, I have been from the copper-colored beaches of PEI to the Jurassic shores of BC and the entire east coast of the US all the way down to Key West. It was my first time going anywhere on the west side of the USA, and I have to say this trip was as stunning as all the rest. We traveled about 950 miles, or 1,500 kilometers, in 16 hours. It was quite a long journey. The next morning, over 2.5 hours, we packed everything up in the trailer. And I'm hoping I did a good job packing everything up so that there won't be a big pile of fiberglass dust in the trailer when we get back home. We left Oregon the following day, and I was pretty excited to get to record some of the ride in the daytime. But as you can see, it was foggy as heck for the first 5 hours of the drive, and it blocked all the beauty I wanted to show in Oregon. We made it through the border without any fuss. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I have read some horror stories. But my experience was rather straightforward. We were in and out in 15 minutes. We grabbed some sleep, and we continued the remaining 6-hour drive home. Until now, the trip has been great. Clear, clean roads, which is odd for this part of Canada. It's usually minus 30 and ice-covered roads. But this year it was unseasonably above freezing. No animals, no close calls with vehicles. The only complaint would just be the sun in my eyes, but the scenery more than makes up for that annoyance. A quick stop in Calgary for some food and fuel, and a visit with a new friend. He's also a big fan of the GT40, and he has quite a few cool cars. Eager to get home, we drove the last 2 hours, a short nap for the co-driver, and here we are. At last, we made it. I was nervous about the condition of the body because the roads we have in Canada aren't what you'd call smooth. When we opened the trailer, to my delight, the trailer didn't vibrate the body into smithereens. We unloaded it in no time. We spent the next 20 minutes unloading and squeezing everything into my already crammed garage. And that's it. it's all home, and the long road of building will eventually start. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. Stay tuned for more updates, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.